Okay, girls. Rest over. Let's continue. Oh. Oh, Italy's outside. How's young Helen dead? The board report. With just a little science. Okay, not yet. I need to get to my penthouse suite first. Mommy, mama, mommy, mommy. Okay, this door is locked, right?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Timeline discrepancy.
How awful! I left my favorite jacket in there.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, I need keycard. This is the concierge, right?
If you have an issue with a hotel employee, management has requested that you speak to a security officer, rather than shoot them yourself.
Yeah, wait, did it happen before? I wonder. This is the bar, right? It is locked. Okay, let's speak to concierge Halston then, regarding our penthouse suite.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
Let's show her that helping us is profitable. Business is lucrative if she is cooperative. Bribe. It looks like you dropped this.
Oh, how careless of me. Actually, that's not the only way I was careless. I just remembered you have VIP access rights as a special guest of Slug. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Wanted to check if my room was ready yet.
Ah yes, we are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Alright, I'd like to know who is this lady that vacated the penthouse suite unexpectedly. What is her name? Who is she? Oh, toilet. Wow, nice toilet compared to the toilet. Well, not really. I mean, this stain on the floor. Okay, never mind. You know what? I understand that it is immersive to have your hands and your weapon shown on the screen, but I prefer, whenever I'm playing FPS games, I prefer that my weapon and my hands are invisible. So, similar to this, you know? Not the reticle and the HUD, but I mean, remove I wish FPS games has an option for me to remove my weapon model and my hand model on screen. So it's just like this, right? I prefer it that way. Or at least make them invisible and just make the outline visible. The outline, how do I say it? Never mind.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Purple berry wine. Liquor. Oh, nice painting. Where is this?
I see the adjutant sent her own freelancer to mourn Helen's death.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Okay, even though Rizzo handles security, I guess Sublight also do their part.
Mr. Kincannon really knows.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Discrepancy amplifier replacements. What? These are replacements models of the discrepancy amplifier fitted with backups of its logic module. A label reads, in case of careless inspector. Oh, okay, never mind. So this is Dr. Goodnight's office? Where is she? Oh yeah, she's still in the ballroom. The Grand Colonial Hotel. Welcome, Dr. Winifred Goodnight. This is an automated reminder to make sure you clean the blood of your instruments. Patient logs. Available patient logs. Hartford Bosch. Complaint back page. Another day, another case that bores me to drink. The ill-fated Byzantine of the hour thought it prudent to gorge himself on enough purple berry wine to incapacitate a primal. He then attempted to reach the lobby by stairs rather than elevator and fell down 6 flights. Automechanical servants broke his fall. He broke their servo mechanisms and will be built accordingly. Fractures in left clavicle, right femur, parietal bone, ribs. More injuries than brain cells. I recommended replacing purple berry wine with Rizzo Spectrum Violet in order to appease Rizzo's company policy. Patient log. Nina Han. Complaint. Extreme excitability. Finally, something a little bit different from the norm. Miss Han came in earlier today escorted by her sister. Apparently, not long after arriving on Eridanos, the two of them went on a trip through the purpleberry orchards. Miss Han's sister visited the puzzle hedges, but quickly became lost. When she eventually made her way out, Miss Han was nowhere to be found. The sister claims that Miss Han returned to their hotel room several hours later, but has been unusual ever since. Her sister described the patient as formerly sullen, morose, phlegmatic, and given to melancholia. Her demeanor has transformed into an unpleasant degree of levity and shocking enthusiasm toward everything. I suggested vast quantities of cheap alcohol. More paintings. Nothing. Oh, what is it? Purple crunch. Okay, let's get to the penthouse. Let's go to the penthouse. Oh. Okay.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking, I've already got one.
Resource Ranger. Oh, the Tossball team. Slugguard.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own. I don't much care if you work for the Adjutant. You want my respect? You show respect to Mr. Kincannon.
Oh, Sublight team stained glass.
Hey there. You a fan? I'm getting worried about our mascot. I haven't seen him for a spell. Birdie Holcomb's the greatest hacker in the league. Gotta stay limber for the big pennant match. You hear about that stunt with the woolly cows? That was great, wasn't it?
A hotel guest was complaining about it.
Birdie's a good fella. Powerful temper, though. Well, hey there. I didn't know the Adjutant's own freelancer was a fan. Birdie's a good fella. Powerful temper, though.
I'm getting worried about our mascot. Haven't seen him for a spell. Well, hey there. I didn't know the Adjutant's own freelancer was a fan.
This looks like Monarch, no? I don't know. Yeah, this is Monarch, look. There's Devil's Peak, right? In the background? Maybe. Oh, I can pick.
You gotta teach me that.
Come here. Hurry up. Now, this is a cleaner shower than the rest of the colony I've been to. Nice. Can we stay here forever?
In a jiff.
Can we make this our home? Glacier water. Fedora red banded. Weapon parts, armor parts. Whose room is this? Oh, lockpicks. Do we have a thief here? Oh, maybe the thief from the note that we found near the docks. One of the thieves is named Sullivan. Maybe this is Sullivan's room. Okay. Nothing else? Nothing else? Nothing interesting or important? Okay.
Great work. I'm going. On my way.
Yep, much cooler shower than the rest of the colony. If we did solve this case, can we ask Sublight to give us a permanent room? It doesn't have to be in the penthouse. In one of the VIP rooms is more than enough. Purple berry bunch. Oh, safe. There's a safe.
Wish I could do that.
Plasma carbine ultra. Oh, this room is open. Okay. And there's someone inside. Why didn't you lock this room? Huh? What is this? Yeah, you are talented. You are magnificent. You are a joy for others to be around. You are definitely not a Z-list hack. You bring life to the world around you through the art of theater. Okay, this must be a self-affirmation kind of thing. I don't know. With great what? With great With great what? With great fortune to you. Oh, this is Spencer Woolrich. Is this Spencer Woolrich room? Maybe. So this is his supposed photo. So these are his photos with the autographs for the fans. Okay, so this must be Spencer Woolrich's room, and that guy must be Spencer. Yep, Spencer Woolrich.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? Oh, there.
Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrorray, blood, terrorray, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrorray.
Taste the substances.
I'm starting to see why you keep a doctor around.
I'm pretty sure this is toxic. What else was in the bottle?
This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrorray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor. These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal.
Let's move on. Why would Spencer has this? In his possession. I thought this is Johnny Depp. This must be Spencer Woolrich. Oh. Okay. A plaque of his name, Spencer Woolrich. Halcyon Nights, Spencer Woolrich, Halcyon Nights. Odeon Pictures presents It Came from Edgewater, full of thrills, chills, and terror, starring Spencer Woolrich as the monster. Okay. Welcome, Spencer Woolrich. Reminder, you have a fingernail and goldening appointment at 5:30 tonight. Okay. To management from Spencer Woolrich. Subject: new room urgently demanded. There seems to have been some kind of mistake. When I first arrived at the Grand Colonial for this unveiling, I was led to a small sitting room, the kind that an individual might be allowed to relax in with moderate comfort before being led to his actual quarters. It has been a week and a half, yet no one has arrived to deliver me to my actual room yet. If I didn't know better, I might assume that this was meant to be my actual room. If I didn't know better, I might assume that you tried to place Spencer Woolridge, star of hundreds of serials, the hero of Aetherwave sets colony-wide, in a room where he can hardly walk from one end to the other without bumping his toe on the foot of his bed or his shoulder upon his desk. I might even assume that Ruth Bellamy was placed in the Grand Colonial Penthouse Suite on purpose, rather than by mistake. But I am sure the issue will be rectified soon and our positions will be swapped. I hope you won't try to tell me anything to the contrary. Spencer Woolridge. He called this room a small room? Small sitting room? Wow. He's dumb. To Spencer Woolridge from management. Mr. Woolridge, while the Grand Colonial staff understand your consternation at being placed on the VIP guest level of the Grand Colonial, we are afraid that there was no mistake. Ruth Bellamy, as current spokeswoman for the Spectrum Brown unveiling, is currently slated to have the penthouse suite. An actress of her station deserves only the best. The VIP guest floor comes in very close as the second best section of the hotel. The penthouse suite is only about twice as large as your current lodgings, and the amenities it provides are only perhaps 3 or 4 times better than those you have access to now. Your current lodgings are proper for an actor of your caliber. If you have any other requests, we'll be sure to respond to them after we get to Miss Bellamy's, the Grand Colonial Management. Okay, so Halcyon Helen used to stay in the penthouse suite. So why did Concierge Halston said that the suite was recently vacated by a woman unexpectedly? I was paraphrasing, of course. Why didn't she just say, "Oh, the suite was Miss Bellamy's room before she died"? Why didn't she say that? From management to all guests. Subject: guest safety. We are sure you've no doubt heard of the horrible event that occurred in the Grand Colonial Ballroom earlier today. While we know that many of you are concerned for your safety, take heed. We've heard your concerns and know that nothing quite says safety like dozens of guns. Armed security will be present all throughout the Grand Colonial on every floor except employee floors. 24/7. Freely go about the hotel premises and spend to your heart's content without worrying about someone shooting you in the back of the head. Management. Danger Close by Spencer Woolridge, Act 7, Scene 5. I don't like too much reading. I will skim this, and you can pause the video if you wanna read. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Woolridge, why didn't you lock your door?
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
You'll never take over Halcyon, you fiend.
How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
What? You didn't lock the door. Name's Aldervaris. I'm a ship captain.
And yet you found your way to my humble hotel room. Why do I feel there's more of a reason for you to be here than you let on? I think I know, you cheeky little sprat. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
Yes, undergarment. You can sign my weapon if you want. Not undergarment.
I'd be delighted. Oh, damn. My pen's out of ink. I'll just get you a portrait of my face as a souvenir. I'm sure I have the prints around here somewhere. By the by, how did you get in here? The only non-staff individual cleared to enter guest rooms is supposed to be the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Hello.
Do you derive some kind of pleasure from... Oh, that's too mean. It doesn't fit Aldervaris. Fold your arms. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane, the absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
What about a bent answer? Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels.
Well, I've just woken up from hibernation for 70 years. Never heard of you is a lie, right? I think I've seen your name around.
You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously.
Okay, sure, you were that guy in that one serial.
Come now, I'm sure I would have made more of an impression than that. Could I have really fallen so far behind the times? Did you ever see me in The Masked Marketeer? The Busker of Byzantium? What about episodes 13 and 190 of Princess of Hephaestus? And who could forget From Halcyon with Love? I was great in that movie. Even if I was starring beside a 2-ton bucket of bolts and a woman with no talent.
A 2-ton bucket of bolts?
Yes, that would be Burbage 3001. I'm sure you've heard the clomping around. It's over in the next room. It's hard for me to believe that a mechanical actor isn't some kind of joke played on us all by Odeon's director. It did.
Sounds like quite a career.
What can I say? I've led a charmed life. Though, of course, the majority of the charm has originated from me.
Never heard of you.
That can't be. You must just not remember. Or perhaps you only recognize my characters, not my name.
Yes, I think
Did you
so.
ever see me in the Masked Mark? And who?
Right, of course. Anyway, other questions.
Yes, of course.
I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end?
Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
What were you up to at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character.
Get anybody who can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
You were meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability.
Jasmine
She
Leva.
taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
Where is she now? How long have you worked with the prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it a few weeks.
A few weeks.
I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should.
Wait, so Spencer Woolrich is here not only as a guest for the unveiling of Spectrum Brown, but also to shoot the Unemployed Cometh film. Where are the Odeon Pictures crew? Have they went home? Is the filming done already? 8 weeks? Maybe. Okay, back to my other questions.
I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Silent Shopkeep, Melissa's Meteoroids. Must not have been too flattering, always starring alongside a younger actress.
Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone.
I'm sorry.
Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me. But, in fact,
Did you consider yourself a friend of hers?
I'll ask you this. If you'd been the star of cinema for years, then suddenly found yourself scrounging for bit parts while a younger person stole the limelight, how would you feel? In short, the two of us weren't close. But that's not to say my dislike of her was so extreme that I tried to do anything drastic. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her...
Why did you keep starring alongside her?
I'm not too proud to admit it. I couldn't get work on my own. Whether or not I wanted to accept it, Bellamy had captured the eye of the colony. People kept talking about the charisma we had on screen, but I felt more chemistry with certain teacup canids than with her. As you may have been able to conclude, I wasn't terribly enamored with Bellamy, but that doesn't mean I'd kill her.
I'm sure you became rich from all these movies. You're a movie star. Why are you bitter about Bellamy being more popular? Isn't being wealthy and able to enjoy the funner things in life for the rest of your life is more than enough to live a life of ease and comfort and luxury, even without being the most popular actor in the colony? Well, maybe that's just me. If I'm in Spencer Woolridge's shoes, I would think that way instead of being pissed off that I'm not as popular as Ruth Bellamy. Alright, speaking theoretically, how would you have killed the victim?
Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
To kill people for fun? What about killing people not for fun? Enough about that. Back to my other questions.
I suppose that is enough on that grim subject.
Goodbye.
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical.
Oh.
Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer. Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely must go out. A quote from the Sisty Cutlet. I voiced a Sisty pig, aware that it was going to be slaughtered. Ask me anything at all. I could not have waited another instant for your presence. The Canes and the Canids, Act 2, Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. You're here. I hope you have the... Ask me anything at all.
Okay. Oh, Burbash. So the robot has no handler. No one is attending to it. Interesting. Oh, I can sleep here. I didn't know that. Wait, is that the automechanical server back on Groundbreaker? So, Do some automechanicals have the same right and privilege as humans in Halcyon? I'm not sure.
I can take a hint.
Can we speak?
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich.
Oh.
Enter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
Wait, so Spencer Woolrich possessed the ability to program robots? Huh. You know how you knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
So always the second best. Helen is the top dog. Does that include dying?
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen. Is there no justice in the world? Burbage 3. This unit. This unit has not.
Okay, so Spencer Woolrich upgraded the robot. Can we ask him about that?
I could not have waited.
I learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I spoke to Burbage. He told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke, so I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
Okay, so Spencer Woolrich is not only an actor, but also he possesses enough engineering skills to upgrade Burbage 3001. I've got my eye on you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Okay, whose room is this? Zeke Hannigan. Who is that? It is stealing. Okay, never mind then. Don't steal. Don't want a problem from the guards. Okay, let's speak with Zeke Hannigan. Yeah. Wait, what's this? Cosmic smoke.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you.
Oh,
What can I do for you?
Tossball athlete Zeke Hannigan. What brings the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
How long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Cleo darlings. I had some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Bertie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Tell me about Bertie and Helen.
Oh, Brady was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Bertie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Bertie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Bertie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Bertie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
Can you think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Well, according to Bellhop Norville, the Prophet of Profitability lost money because of Helen, saying that she doesn't use her, and the public took that as if that means the Prophet is no longer good in her job or something like that. But it wasn't Helen's fault. I mean, if she didn't use her services, she didn't use it. So what? Let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
That's all for now.
Hey, you're back. What can I do for you?
Rizzo. More like Jizo.
Is that a woolly cow? Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel?
Yeah.
Also, why do I smell alcohol?
Yeah, this must be the work of the Rizzo's Rangers athletes. A hotel guest complained about it. Black Hole Bertie's signed tossball. This tossball, signed by Bertie Black Hole Holcomb, was presented to Dr. Margrave on a special guest episode of Space Hospital to thank her for removing a tossball stick embedded in his head. Parvati, do you think this Bertie Holcomb is related to your father, Robert Holcomb? You never said anything about that.
I can't believe Miss Helen's gone. It feels like it's going against the laws of nature somehow.
Why?
I used to watch Helen's serials. She'd fall into mortal peril every couple episodes, but she always lived in the end.
I'm glad I could take you to see Eridanos. How does it feel?
Breathtaking. Have you looked over the edge of the complex yet? Just watch the clouds turning? It's like an ocean without end.
It really is something.
Eridanos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and queen of the sky. Looking out to the horizon, I get this feeling that we're in the company of royalty. Eridanos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 800 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying through the tiniest layer of habitable atmosphere. Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. My horizons were about as wide as the walls of Edgewater.
And now look at you, on top of the world.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
Let's talk about something else.
Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain? Ma'am? Lady?
I was hoping she would talk about Bertie Holcomb's last name. Wait, where's Elio?
Does being on the case give us temporary immunity? Think they'll let us confiscate a few stray bits?
Of course. Let's talk about something else.
Something on your mind?
I take it you've got something to say about Harlow.
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
It's hard to know who to trust.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
Just because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
I don't know. Aim into that.
See, this is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not helping this scientist because you think that crackpot will save the colony.
As a matter of fact, I am.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
No comments about Eridanos?
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos. Something on your...
Okay. No, only 2 more. I need 2 more. Okay. Let's call the benefactor's agent again, shall we?
always wanted to see Eridanos. Sky above, sky below, horizons without end. Thanks for bringing me along, Captain. Yeah?
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on... Okay, see you around. You want me to send someone else to you? Have fun.
I'm going.
Coming.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You know, of all the places we've been, this is the closest I've felt to something that can work. This whole complex, I mean. They've got gainful employment, a wilderness reserve for fun, an enormous roof over people's heads. Maybe after the dust settles, they could shore up some holes and be an example to the rest of the colony. Here's hoping. What's up? You ever name a place? Ever come to a spot in the world you think ought to be remembered?
No, why?
I name things and places quite often. Rotting River, Golden Rock, the Horizon's Edge. Anytime I come to a spot I think is worth remembering, I name it.
Why? Is it just to help you find your way?
It's easy to get lost in the wilderness. I don't mean physically. All you need is a clear night sky to get your bearings. I mean, it's easy to forget that you belong. Spend a few weeks camping with the Raps and you start to forget what it's like to be human. When a beast growls at you, maybe you start to growl back. Those little spots, a rock here, a river there, I'd name them so that in those moments, I could remind myself not where I was, but who I was.
No, I don't understand. In your estimations, it seems we aren't too far separate from the animals.
Well, we eat, we drink, and holler and fuck. On some level, we all function the same. But they ain't got memories, or attachments, to places, to friends, to themselves. I found that every once in a while, my own attachments would start to slip. Then I'd take a drink from the rotting river, find my spirit refreshed. Anyway, enough sentimental yammering. Let's find a drink or a target. Sure thing, Inspector. What's up? All right. I made friends with a canid once. They ain't as savage as the Raps. They're more careful. Some of them will sniff your feet before they attack. Well, one morning, I opened the flap to my tent to find a canid sniffing around the remains of my fire pit. Suppose it must have smelled the rapt I boiled for dinner the night before. Thing is, I had dragged that rapt off and burned it before I turned in. Can't have anything catching a whiff of fresh meat and coming to interrupt my beauty sleep.
So, it managed to track you from there?
Yeah, across the sulfur pool and over Rotting River. I'd never seen such a keen hound. As I grabbed my gun, it walked up to me, right up to my tent, and stopped. It looked me dead in the eye and it didn't growl. It just sniffed around, sat for a spell, started walking off. When it saw I wasn't following it, it waited.
Waited? What, for you to follow it?
Hard to the void, Cap. It looked back at me, and it was only when I walked in its direction that it continued. Once I started following, it put its nose to the ground and led me for some 20 minutes through the wilderness. Soon we came to a small rap nest, and in that nest lay 2 dead canids. My new friend looked at the Raps, then at me, then at the Raps again.
Oh, it wanted you to kill them.
That was my estimation also, and I was only too happy to oblige. Once I blew the shriveled brains out of those sulfur-sucking Raps, my canid companion walked to the corpses of its packs, and with a soft whimper, it laid among them. I ain't seen emotion in a beast before, but that day, I believed it to be grieving.
That's quite sad. What did you do?
I thought I ought to kill it, put it out of its misery, and secure myself a decent meal. But I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger. Don't know why. Maybe on account of my own personal losses. Maybe I could relate. Either way, that grieving Canid is still out there somewhere. Or it's been eaten. Who knows?
Interesting.
Sure thing, Inspect. What's up? Oh, sure. Once, our group was short on bits, and we were low on meat. We were trying to come up with a plan when we met Rebecca and her little sister. Every once in a while, when times got desperate, we looked to Fallbrook for dirty work. The sisters had never been there before. They lived in Cascadia all their life. First night we stayed there, well, you know me. I was in my cups. I sat to play cards with a few gentlemen from Byzantium who had deep pockets. Thought I'd make a bid or two.
I bet the tourists make easy marks.
You'd bet correctly. They're willing to throw away money because they've got so much extra. So, I'm up against this old man from somewhere on Terra 2, long retired and looking for adventure he hadn't found in his youth. Thing is, he's smarter than the average tourist, tighter. I'm chipping away at his wallet, but it's a slow-going, frustrating game.
You met your match.
I suppose. Not for long, though. So then, Rebecca sits at the table. I hadn't known she could even play, let alone that she'd be willing to. For her part, she did fine. Didn't lose much. But the tourist, the old Terra 2 retiree, Rebecca distracted him something awful, and I took him for all he had.
You cheated.
By whose ruling, Captain? I played my cards. So did he. Rebecca and I became fast friends that night. I'd give quite a bit to see her at the tables again.
Yeah, her team is so dead.
Sure thing, Inspector. I'll tell you how I met Hayes. Before the corporations left, I took patrol contracts for the Monarch Roads, protecting caravans from raps and the like. One such contract, the client's autoloader broke down, so we started the rest of the journey on foot. It comes to the middle of the night when I start hearing noises.
Noise? You were out in the middle of the night?
Yeah, client didn't want to break camp. Said he was nervous being out there. I don't blame him, especially on account of the noises. They were a kind of whistling. These low, short, piercing whistles. Thing is, in all my travels, I'd never heard them from the wildlife. Just as I put one thought to the other, a group of men leapt out of hiding, guns drawn. Fucking pirates.
Oh no.
I set my faithful machine gun to two of them immediately. Third fled. The remaining two stopped dead in their tracks. One begged for his life. He had quite a mouth on him. The other was silent, just staring at me.
Life flashing before his eyes, I bet.
Nah, he was listening. I asked the quiet one, "What should I do with you two?" My client shouted to kill them. The other man ran his mouth, kept begging me to spare them. The quiet one said, "Listen." We all stopped for a beat, but I didn't hear anything. Then, slow creeping. A quiet snarling. Mantisaurs.
Oh, shiz.
It got bloody fast, but in the thick of it, the quiet man and I stood back to back, fending off a swarm. In the end, his mouthy friend went down. He helped my client and I limp back to town. Along the way, he introduced himself. Jackson Hayes. After that, we stuck around each other. Good help is hard to find out here.
Why? You weren't mad about him ambushing you?
Nah, he could have killed me when the Mantisaurs attacked, or anywhere along the road after. He didn't. That choice redeemed the other. I won't lie, it still puts a strain in my spirit to think about him. But it also puts a smile on my face, so thanks for chatting. Sure thing, Inspector. Sure. All right. We were having trouble offloading meat once. We had a bit of a surplus, mostly wrapped, but a bit of taro too, and we couldn't find a buyer. Well, Opal often cooked for us, so she offered to make a feast. The meat was gonna go bad if we didn't use it anyway. The rest of us set to gathering things we could use as tables and chairs. Rocks, logs, leathers.
A monarch picnic. I can't even imagine.
I know. Proper civilized. Anders managed to find these little mushrooms that didn't make your stomach roll over if you boiled them. Hayes brought an old Spectrum bottle he'd been saving. But what really made it special was Clara. She'd been handling our books, and it turned out that every time we stopped through Fallbrook to trade, she'd been skimming off the top.
Clara is Rebecca's sister, right? Saving up for something. Wait, that sounds like a bad thing.
We ain't talking riches. A bit or two here and there, that's all. We might have been pissed if she hadn't... Well, turns out she had taken those savings and had medallions made. A set of them, one for each of us. Each had one of our initials, and together they spelled Charon. The word had been Hayes' idea, but it wasn't until Clara passed out those medallions that we stuck to it.
Charon.
Yeah. Hayes had said it was some kind of myth. I don't know. It sounded cool. That night, around a roaring fire, eating a feast fit for kings, drinking and laughing and sharing our lives. That's when my misfit group of ne'er-do-wells became a family. I'll never forget them, much as it pains me to remember.
You're lucky to have had them.
Yeah, I really am. Sure thing, maybe later, Cap. I'm all storied out for the moment. Sure thing, Inspect. What? Oh, sure, Cap. Let me know if you want some company if I ain't blacked out. You want me to send one of the others out? Need someone drop-kicked? I'll let him know.
Heading back.
I know we got a murder to solve, but I say we take our time. Enjoy the hotel. No one's allowed off the islands except us. The killer ain't going anywhere. Unless they jumped off the edge. And they got some way to fly. Huh. Didn't think about that. Yeah, boss? Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there. You need me to send out somebody else? Max, huh? Hey, it's your call.
He doesn't like Max.
Be right there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I welcome our opportunity to discover who killed Ms. Bellamy, but I fear the common serial theme of inspectors meting out justice is as flimsy as their unconvincing storylines. I find myself marveling at the complex something. Will do, Captain. I'll keep an eye on her. In the meantime, take care of yourself out here. Would you like me to send another of our compatriots out to assist? I'll point Sam in your direction.
Battery levels are fully charged. Thank you. Customer, warning! Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss. Service cancellation request processing. Command accepted. Unit relocating to specified destination. The unreliable customer. Please select who you would like to replace this unit for duty. Request acknowledged. Retrieving crew member now.
What's on your mind? Yeah.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
There's some worrying discoloration in its eyes.
An accurate observation, Inspector. This woolly cow is suffering from symptoms consistent with a hangover. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Bertie here? How can you tell?
A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Conclude examination. -1. Bertie? So... Bertie didn't stay here. In this room. I don't know. Vending / ice. Oh, whose room is this? Purple. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2, continue. Two huge shapes suddenly bore down upon them. Halcyon Helen saw that these were the same creatures she had faced on Maximilian Mercer's ship. From the waist down they had human attributes, but above were slick in jet black. These were the Dissident's evil agents, half man, half giant, limbless slugs. Helen, acting with Khanid-like swiftness, darted out of the way as the first slug struck out with its fangs. Olympus Opal, however, was not as fortunate. So paralyzed was she by the first creature's visage that she could not defend herself from the second. Its teeth clamped down on her neck, and after a few moments' struggle, she expired. Wow. Having regained her footing, Helen drew the Spacer's Choice pistols taken from Mercer's corpse, still functioning. Well, despite their economic make, and let loose, and ere the first spent casings met the ground, both slug men lay in pools of their own blue blood. Apologies, my friend, Helen said sadly, as she looked on Olympus Opal's still body, but I wish you had heeded my warning. The colony has lost a great employee today. And with that, she holstered her pistols and stepped into the Marauder base.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
I can make out the word station, meeting point, and emergency.
Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Station, meeting point, emergency. You think it's talking about the atmospheric station? Or maybe the pilot house? Could be anywhere.
Poke ashes, cold. Any idea when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
I need a more solid lead. Better keep looking around. Emergency meeting point. Could this be? This is a simple case of robbery. Maybe the killer of Helen were the thieves whose note we found near the landing pad. At least there are 2 thieves, right?
A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat-sized.
Clit size, amplifier. Analyze the footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
High concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in his footprint likely came from there.
The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer? Really? The clues I found point me to the Phaeton pilot house's weather monitoring station. Okay. Oh, so this is Bertie's room? Okay. What do you mean by important emergency meeting, Bertie? What did you do? What did you do, Bertie? Tell me. Sila. Okay, whose room is this? Someone's playing card.
I won't tell.
Okay, no clues over here in this room. Okay, fine. Let's go to the penthouse. We need the administrator's permission to go somewhere. I forgot where. Oh yeah, the orchards, right? Orchards. The orchard garden, something like that.
What floor would you like to visit?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
If it's brown, drink it down. Oh, yeah, this is a big room.
I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice. I'm leaving my shoes on.
Just don't wear it into the bedroom, okay?
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
Hey, the big bed belongs to the captain, okay? Aldervaris.
You think they'll let us expense the booze? I call the big bed.
Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
Oh, everyone's here. There's Nyoka and Sam. Nice. This is what I like, you know. Choose your party members, but allow the rest to be involved in the quest, in the dialogues, in the cutscenes, in the events. That's what I want. That's what I like from JRPGs. Pile of cigarettes. The number of cigarettes here indicate that the smoker's lifespan has been shortened by approximately 11.2 years. Oh, really? This is too big of a room. If I'm staying alone in this room, this is too big. I don't like a room that is too big if I'm staying alone. If I'm staying with lots of other people, yeah, big room is nice. I just don't feel comfortable staying by myself in a big room.
There is such a thing as too clean. We ought to break open a few bottles and have some fun. Make a mess. Live a little. You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here?
Tanning station? But you're already dark skin. I mean, why do you want to tan your skin? I don't know.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky. I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Oh yeah, she's a hunter.
Even the air in here feels too sweet. Almost sticky.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
Why is it a point of advertisement?
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder the competition. Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind. Pigsty. Slovenly. These premises are unsuitably disordered. Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass
There's,
to smooth out the germs
there's
and
no room
parasites
service,
that other cleaning
right?
products leave behind.
Just asking. Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
No, I miss her too. I wish there is a way to bring her programming or her personality with us. Right? And maybe bring her in some kind of portable device. Not necessarily have to be her, but maybe a copy of her. Or maybe some kind of device that will allow us to communicate with Ada back on the Unreliable, right? Like, yeah, like, I don't know, maybe wear it on your wrist or something.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture. Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
Nope, not strange. I miss her too. Okay, that's Felix. Join us for the profitability seminar. Oh, someone's been investigating. Burbage 3001, Helen. Who is this? Who is this woman? I've never met her. Oh, is this Jasmine Leva? The prophet of profitability? Wait, hold on. This used to be Halcyon Helen's room, right? So, oh, I know. These pictures. Aldervaris and her crew were the ones who put up these pictures. You know, it is implied that we set up shop here, and we put these photos up. Not Helen.
I sometimes find myself musing on who I used to think I was. It seems ridiculous in hindsight, but without my obsession, I never would have reached this point. Serials are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing. The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening. Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol. The opulence of this place is stifling. The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening.
Let's just enjoy our moment here, Vicar. We deserve this vacation, even though we're on a job right now. But let's treat it like a vacation, shall we? It's not every day we get to stay in a place like this, right?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Interesting. Recently removed.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you.
Why are you...
So much.
Why was he groveling like that? I mean, poor guy, but is it really that hard for him to move on and find another woman? It's always hard to see, to hear a man groveling like that, because I don't know. I mean, poor guy. Whoa, there's no reflection. Are we even human? Are we human or are we dancer? Personal terminal. Welcome, Ruth Bellamy. Messages. From Administrator Ludovico to Bellamy. Subject grateful. Miss Halcyon Helen, thank you for choosing the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum brand product, you are aligning yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself, we're going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quinton Ludovico. From Rizzo. From profitability, profit off to Ruth Bellamy, subject disappointed. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Aether Wave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with the responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, How to Motivate Your Workforce Using Ancient Weaponry, as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. Oh, okay. I thought Helen was simply saying, "No, I don't use her services." So this is what she said, and the public took it as a sign that Halcyon knows something about the Prophet, implying that the Prophet's skill has diminished or nonsensical, as she said here. Okay. And that's why she lost money. According to Bellhop Norville, because of this, Jasmine Leva lost lots of money, right? These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditor soon. Sincerely, Prophet of Profitability. Money can't buy happiness, and other lies we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability, coming soon. From Cedric Kincannon to Ruth Bellamy. Subject: free advice. Miss Bellamy, you are a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best. Cedric. Oh, so Ruth Bellamy wasn't here to promote Spectrum Brown. She was here for something else, and Ludovico knows. No, not Ludovico. I mean Kincannon knows. We have to meet Kincannon somehow. Heck, recover deleted message. From unknown client to Ruth Bellamy. Subject not found. Decryption error. Message corrupted. Displaying recovered data. Knows the truth. Please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. Okay. Could it be it was Suplight who murdered Helen because she was here for something else? Not for the Spectrum Brown campaign. Something that might be damaging to Suplight. Perhaps. Knows the truth, please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. So maybe she has an insider. Somewhat close to Kincannon. Who could it be? And what was she trying to do here on Eridanos? Guest advisories. Guest advisory bulletin. Please select an option. Your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs off hotel grounds. What? Your guest safety is your responsibility, you doofus. Interesting. So Helen or Ruth Bellamy was here for some ulterior objective. And what is that, I wonder?
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
You mean Ruth Bellamy? Halcyon Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Just turn this into an ad. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, it's heart-stoppingly good.
Stop Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need to sign. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
You can't keep your people under control, Ludovico.
Cedric isn't my people. If he were, I would have had him fired years ago. Preferably into the sun. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I'll be back.
Inspector?
Okay. Okay, guys, enough rest. Okay. Have your fill, have your drinks. Take a piss, take a shit, take a shower. Okay, all done. Let's continue.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
I didn't even know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
The lobby, please.
To the lobby we go.
Hooray! Okay, so how do we access the lower floors? We need keycard, right? Wait, it's open? Oh, it is open now. It was locked previously. Who opened it, I wonder? Okay, let's check out this room. It was locked before, right? Is it open now? Yes, it's open now. Lounge. Any discrepancy? No? Oh well.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Greetings, attractive patron. Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails.
Know anything about the murder?
Error. This unit is incapable of murder, as it possesses no conscious will. The proper term would be destruction of company property. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for any destruction of company property that this unit did or did not commit.
This sounds pretty suspicious to me. Where were you at the time of the murder?
This unit is incapable of abandoning its post. This view of the lobby is all it knows, has known, or will ever know.
I think I can do something about that. Let's disable your movement inhibitor. Huh?
Oh, I see what you did in there.
What?
Huh, that's some clever work.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Thank you for your patronage. Initializing digital handshake in 3, 2, 1. Digital handshake complete.
Get me a drink, bartender. Wait, how would that benefit us? Hacking the robot to be able to leave his post. Maybe it gives us the chance to steal something from here, but what?
What's on your mind?
Okay, maybe we should follow it. Okay, let's follow him. Where is he going?
Greetings, esteemed Liberator. This unit has gained a newfound perspective on selling beverages now that it has been allowed to travel freely. It may not share this perspective.
Okay, so this door used to be locked, now it's open, right? It leads to the underground levels. And according to Concierge Halston, the lower levels are for staff only. So let's check it out, yeah? Out of order. Sorry, huh? Broken elevator notice. Notice. The Grand Colonial Hotel Service elevator is out of order and will be for the foreseeable future. Please use the stairs to transport all equipment to and from the employee quarters until further notice. Additional liniments will be dispensed for those whose back pain becomes too severe to continue providing the impeccable service our hotel is known for. This is the kitchen. Okay. Oh. The discrepancy amplifier detects something.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
Wow, that's high. This seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this?
Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
Turn the stove on.
Captain, no!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Oh, so we were lucky then. Conclude examination. Captain, no. Sorry, Ellie, for scaring you. Chef Anwar.
Terribly sorry, but I can't chat just now. Someone on the second VIP level just ordered 15 canid meat pies, and if I don't get to it now, it'll be my head.
I'm an inspector. I've got some questions to ask you about Halcyon Helen's murder.
I understand your devotion to your job. Really, I do. And I hope you'll understand mine. Things might change if you had something very particular to talk to me about, but I'm afraid I'm just too busy to talk right now. I'd be delighted to chat with you later. I'm so behind. I'm sorry, I still can't talk idly right now. Come back if you have something very important you need to discuss. I'm so behind. I'm sorry, I still can't talk idly right now. Come back if you have something very important you need to discuss.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
But we already... Wait, we already analyzed it, right? Oh.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
Bertie, maybe? Was she trying to spell the name of her killer? Bertie, maybe?
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
A B could stand for anything, like Spectrum Brown. Isn't Black Hole Bertie staying here?
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know about?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Make a note of this for later amplifier.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. Okay.
Oh, Inspector, I was hoping I could have a word with you. I wanted to thank you for cooperating with us. Helen's death was never your concern, but you agreed to help us all the same. It is appreciated.
It is my pleasure.
I will be plain with you, this case is outside my purview. I'm accustomed to dragging rowdy guests into my office for paperwork and processing. I am not prepared to investigate the murder of a beloved actress.
Is somebody getting in your way?
I couldn't investigate Helen's death even if I wanted to. My office is occupied with matters concerning Spectrum Brown. This directive is mandated and takes priority over Helen's death. I'm not at liberty to discuss the details, Inspector. Rizzo's prides itself on ironclad confidentiality agreements.
Oh, come on, Maria. Wait. How does Aldervaris know Constable Kane's first name? Okay, maybe off-screen, Aldervaris came across info about Constable Kane's full name. Oh, come on, Maria. At least tell me who gave you that order.
You're a persuasive person, Inspector. Addressing me by my first name is an effective way to establish rapport. I'll tell you this much. This directive is part of my indenturement contract. I've been hired to oversee the safe launch of Spectrum Brown. That duty is my highest priority.
Alright, forget I asked.
Not a problem at all. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I didn't know you were a fan of Helen.
Most people don't know that about me. But yes, Helen's roles have always embodied values that I respect. Courage, curiosity, strength, a sense of style. None of us get to choose the way in which we serve our colony, but Helen? She showed me how to find meaning in my occupation.
You seem pretty competent. Is there a reason you're not heading this investigation?
This is a problem of jurisdiction, not competence. Helen was murdered in a hotel owned by Slug, whereas I represent Rizzo's.
Oh.
I'm also concerned I'd allow my personal feelings to cloud my judgment. I was a great admirer of Helen.
Talk to you later, Constable. Okay, so... okay.
Best of luck, Inspector. Good to see you, Inspector. What's on your mind? Best of luck, Inspector.
You look like you've got something to say. Oh, I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. And that's... Yes, regrettably, I'm not the...
Okay. Let's go down. bellhop.
Wow, you're the adjutant's own gun hand. Please, make yourself at home. Oh, you're the inspector. Welcome. Has anyone helped you with your luggage yet? Wow, you're the adjutant's own gun hand. Please, make yourself at home. Something mighty strange went on earlier.
What happened? Norval get his cap stuck in the toilet again?
Not today. I was carrying a bag up to the second VIP guest floor earlier. Even for our guests, it was spectacularly heavy.
Wow, exciting.
I wasn't finished. I took a bad step and dropped it. Know what spilled out? Rocks. Whoever owned it was just making me carry it around for fun.
Are you enjoying the amenities? No, I'm sorry. We don't
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
Notice of promotion. Congratulations, employee and or addressee. You have been rewarded 1 free tour of the Rizzo's distillation and libation station as a reward for logging on at least 10,000 hours of service to the Rizzo's family. As you take your first sip of your choice of Rizzo Spectrum vodka, remember to take a moment to experience gratitude. What? Engineer job posting. Attention, the Grand Colonial Hotel is seeking a new volunteer engineer. Skills include elevator maintenance, electrical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, quantum engineering, knowing when to keep problems to oneself. The employee who accepts this position will be expected to carry out their existing duties at the hotel for no additional payment. What? Talk to your supervisor if interested during your 15-minute break. And don't forget, with more hours logged each week, the closer you get to winning the free tour. Wow. Shit. Purpleberry Orchards. Welcome to Eridanos. Purpleberry Orchard.
You, hear about the murder?
How the hell could I not have heard about it? We couldn't even leave our rooms earlier while security was sweeping for evidence.
Well, maybe you were asleep?
Since management started issuing mandatory caffeinoid supplements, I haven't been able to sleep. It's making it hard to tolerate small talk.
Get anything good for lunch?
Beef-free nut butter and jelly-free jam on premature bread. Tastes like nothing.
Looks like you win this round. I couldn't afford lunch, so I caught a sprat lurking around crew quarters. Bony, but it's something.
You know those things eat garbage, right?
Good point. I'll try that next if I can't catch any more sprats.
Oh my law! There's a mosquito in my sandwich.
Whoa, are you alright? You get stung?
Nah, I noticed it before I bit into it. It's dead, thankfully. Still, that was... Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean, are you gonna eat the mosquito or not? If not, I mean, I finished my spread. Just saying.
Waspquito. A hybrid of wasp and mosquito.
Wow! I haven't felt this great in ages. I wonder what happened.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers.
Oh, it's a toilet. Oh, room B1 keycard. A key to a room in the employee quarters section of the Grand Colonial, made out of painted cardboard, so much for security. B1 keycard. Alright. B1, room B1. Na, oxygen. Huh. Saltuna. Oh, Saleratus. Bellhop Sullivan.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
Oh, so you operate that thing from here. Okay, I know the name Sullivan. There was a note I found near the landing pad about at least 2 people planning to rob someone or steal something, and the name Sullivan was mentioned. Is it you, Sullivan? I recognize your voice. Pleased to finally meet you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
You said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the buttons themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Ah, that's nice. So I'd assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norville? Aldervaris, why didn't you ask her a question about the name Sullivan that you found on a note about stealing something?
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome too.
Really?
His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
If the marauders did get here, they must have arrived on a ship, right? Where could they land a ship without being noticed? Have marauders been a problem at a Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here.
How?
Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
They must have come here by spaceship, right? I'm surprised that this place doesn't have an anti-air defense system or something like that. Or at least a radar to detect ships coming in but not landing on the landing pad. Goodbye. Yeah, I remember the name Sullivan. Her name was mentioned in the note about some kind of plan to steal something. Empty. All right. Never mind.
Can't imagine what it must be like. Living down here like sprats in a wall.
Yeah. Poor. Poor employees. Okay, B1, right? A, B, okay. Engineering terminal, welcome. Our mods. Access door controls. Success. Engineer's note. You have access to the Bob Mods personal minimal effort door control protocol. If you are reading this message and you are not Bob Mods, exit this console immediately and do not enter my personal quarters. Unlock room C2. Operating personnel minimal effort door control protocol. Success. Unlocking room C2. Return to root. Access messages. So it's Robert Mods, Bob Mods, maybe. Access messages. Notice of termination to Robert Mods. I assume it's Robert from Grand Colonial Hotel Management. Yeah, of course, Robert. This is to inform you that tampering with hotel property is unacceptable. You were not authorized to repair the malfunctioning time clock. I know you were eager to avail yourself of Rizzo's free tour in exchange for 10,000 hours on the clock, but you've forgotten where your loyalties lie. By accepting that free tour, you would have unwillingly agreed to become a part of the Rizzo's family. You're a slug, not Rizzo's. Or rather, you were a slug. I'm disappointed in you, Robert. Consider this message your termination notice, effective on receipt. Oh, okay. Hopefully Rizzo is willing to take him in. Hopefully. Oh, it's not friendly. It is hostile. Wow.
All right. Heading back.
Nice.
Oh, so two people share the same room? I thought it's one employee per one room. This sucks. They should have let the employees have their own room and their own shower. So one room for one employee. Damn it. What? Oh, this is the room that we unlocked from that computer, right? What is this?
They got the drop on us.
Oh no, there's a large sprat. Engineer's final note, to whom it may or may not concern. I don't understand why I deserve to be terminated. I was your engineer, I fixed things. Your time clock was malfunctioning. You were logging 1 hour for every 10 I put in. How is that fair? And yeah, I admit it. I wanted that free tour of the distillery. I put in my 10,000 hours, and I deserve to wet my throat with a little Spectrum Violet. I didn't know accepting that free tour meant I'd join the Rizzo's family. You know I can't read fine print ever since that welding accident. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Catch a freighter back to the Groundbreaker? Sublight won't pick me up. So I guess it means I'm going to go talk to Mr. Ludovico, hat in hand, and beg him to employ me. Sorry, I take that back. I won't have my hat in my hand. I'll turn that in with the rest of my personals. It was a stupid hat anyway. Mods, okay. So I hope he got accepted by Rizzo, but the question is, whose body is this? Hotel guest? Hotel guest? Huh? Hold on. What do you mean by hotel guest? Spread of unusual size?
Guns ready. Everyone all right, Captain?
Oh no. Oh no.
Ian stitches only go so far.
Oh shit. Hotel guest, so this sprat killed a hotel guest and dragged him down here? What? Does Sublight know about this? And a bellhop, a dead bellhop. What the hell? It broke through this wall. Wow. Okay, is this bellhop Robert Motz or someone else? I think it's someone else.
I'm trapped. In room A3. Please. Someone come help me.
A3 trap? Wait, what? Ghostly voice? Oh, a corpse? Wait a minute. So, it was actual ghost? Okay.
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come and help me. I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door. And I'm not sure how much longer I'll make it. The door is stuck. And I know I need to write a service request, but I can't get it under the door. Is anyone there?
Wait, did no one hear her? She must have been, she must have tried everything, including banging on the door, right? And still no one heard her? Is that really possible? She must have been banging on the door, right? Bang, 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 bang. I just can't believe no one didn't hear anything. What the hell is going on? Gnawed arm. Trace amounts of Sprat saliva on this current stump. Former arm. Indicates the starving bellhop fed the starving creatures with her flesh. It's a shame she was unwilling to eat herself first. Huh? What? Why would she? Why would she feed? Why would she? Oh, half-eaten bellhop. Okay, it's not like she fed herself to the Sprat. The Sprat ate the corpse. I just can't. It's just hard to believe no one heard her. She must have been screaming and banging on the door for help, right? I just can't believe it. How could this happen? Hastily written note. To whom it may concern, please consider this note as a service request to fix A3's faulty door. I deeply apologize for not following proper protocols with this informal request, but my terminal is broken. Too broken to submit a service request form to fix it. I normally would never thumb my nose at our standard operating procedures, but I've been stuck in my room for several days now, and I believe I will likely starve to death quite soon. Well, I hope to hear from someone soon in regards to processing this urgent request. Thank you. But someone eventually did hear her, right? I mean, this paneling on the wall is gone. So someone must have heard her. I don't understand. Okay, so let's say someone did hear her, yeah? Let's say they heard her too late. Maybe the others so busy with their job, they didn't hear her. But they eventually managed to find her. They jumped here, through here, opened the paneling, and and went inside, right? Assuming that's what happened, why is the body still here? They didn't even evacuate the corpse? I'm confused. What was going on? What is this?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
Someone stole the refrigerator from the guest room. I mean, the bellhop who stays here. And whoever stays here, right? When the person got back to their room, why? I just can't believe that whoever stays here, whenever the person goes out or goes back home, that they didn't hear this woman's plea for help. She must have been screaming and banging doors and walls. What happened? Handwritten note. I have eaten the purple berries which were in the refrigerator and which you were probably saving for breakfast. They were awful. Wait, this room only has one bed, so they don't share this room. This room also only has one bed, so not all room is shared by two bellhops. Ah, I see. Remove wall panel. The wall panel has been removed. Judging by the scorch marks on the sides and the blowtorch abandoned on the floor, its removal does not conform to company guidelines. Huh. Interesting. Janitor's private diary. Dear diary, my new living quarters are a real swell, but I'm having a bit of trouble getting to sleep every night. Management kindly offered to board me up in the hallway while they commandeer my room for a Spectrum launch storage. Since then, I swear I've been seeing things. Now I'm sure it's due to lack of sleep on account of the darn leaky pipe above my bed. But last night I saw something like a giant worm slither past me. Now don't get me wrong, I'm entirely grateful over all the space I now have, but I have to find a way to get some rest before I go completely mad. That must be the giant spread. Poor guy. His room was used as a storage room for the launching of Spectrum Brown. And so he sleeps in the hallway. Parasite? Parasite spawning? Parasite spawning? What is that? Parasite spawning? Parasite. Parasite spawning. Where did this parasite come from? Maybe brought here by a ship? By a contaminated ship. Work IDs of Helen's sidekicks. This pile of cartridges contains the IDs of Halcyon Helen's sidekicks who were killed, mortally wounded, mulched, melted, torn to ribbons, decapitated, or turned into mechanicals in the line of duty, or otherwise identified post-mortem. Typhon Tim Olympus Opal. Olympus Opal got killed by, I don't know, the story called it dissident agent, half beast, half human giant. Terra to Terry, Sparks, the Wonder Cunid, Burbages 1900 through 1999, Bolt Vanderhuge, Eridanos Eve, Inconsequential Groundbreaker, Maintenance Worker number 13B9, Caleb, Bison, the Broker with 4 broken limbs, Halifax, the entire 26th season of the Tile Backers, IDs blackened beyond individual recognition, Stakeout Steve, Dirk Tenderly. Is this like a trading card? Like one of those baseball trading card? The spectacular and thrilling and great adventures of Ally Norville and Halcyon Helen. Oh, is this Norville's room? And this is his fan fiction, starring him and Halcyon Helen. And because the ever-resolute Lord Bellhop Ally Norville had brought his automatic Spacer's Choice auto pistol, now with added explosive ammo, which he held in his big muscular hands, the gigantic horde of rabid cannons was all dead. Halcyon Helen looking very beautiful as always, with her beautiful eyes and lips and nice shoes. She quickly grabbed Lord Bellhop Ally Norville's hand. "Oh, thank you so much, Alan," she sighed slowly, batting her beautiful eyes at him also slowly. "You are the best partner I have ever teamed up with. You are so big and strong and good at shooting. I wish I'd had you with me from day one. Then maybe I would not have so many dead sidekicks." "It ain't no big deal, purpleberry cakes," chuckled Lord Bellhop Alan Norville, as he took a puff from his cigarette and blew the smoke from the barrel of his Spacer's Choice auto pistol at the same time. "I am just a wandering assassin. Being good at shooting stuff is only because I am part of my job." "Yes, you are, and you are so handsome," sighed the beautiful Helen. "Thank you," chuckled Lord Bellhop Alan Norville. Just then they started to go for a kiss, but wait, just as the romance was about to happen, suddenly a hand had grabbed Alan's leg. Helen screams. It is me, Dissident Lord. I am here to get you and take your bits and give them to everyone else for free, screams the Dissident Lord as the villain began to crawl out of the dirt. His zombie army was also crawling to the surface behind him as well. I guess there's only one thing to do, sneered the heroic Lord Bellhop as he took a big Hammersmith flamethrower out of his back pocket that he had been keeping secret for just this occasion. Time to make some dissident steaks. Oh, Norville. Requires room A2 keycard to unlock? Where can I get room A2 keycard? Is it not here? Somewhere around here. Damn it, no A2 keycard. Where can I get A2 keycard? Maybe in the lockers over here. Let's check it out. I got the B1 from here, right? I got the B1 from here. What is the A2? Maybe somewhere around here. No, no. Nope. Right, no A2 keycard so far. Damn it. Yeah, let's get back outside, I guess. Or maybe the A2 keycard is near Sullivan. Hold on. Yeah, let's get back outside. Workplace melee is a moral bankruptcy. Wait, where are we? Oh. Requires slug storeroom key to unlock? I don't have slug storeroom key. Maybe I should steal it from someone. But who?
I'll keep it down.
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Work assignment list. A slug employee schedule under Crew C. Purpleberry Orchards and Connector Complex. Someone has scratched out a name and replaced it with Evan O'Connell's. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 3. Halcyon Helen commits regicide. Some hours had passed since Helen's entry into the dissident hideout. She had fought no small number of slugmen, destroying the abominations in singular fashion, and had met several employees from many corporations, each forcibly taken by the dissidents for use as test subjects. One such freed captive, who had called himself Hephaestus Harry, had accompanied her as she descended into the lair of the dissident queen. Helen had exchanged only a few words with him, and I would be able to exchange no others, as the man now lay in a bloody heap at the foot of the dissident queen, who Helen now saw was not a person, but a tremendous mutant slug. The dissidents who had apparently been guarding her were themselves quite dead, and lay in various stages of mastication throughout the room. The queen feasted on Harry's remains, but as Helen stepped forward, the monster wriggled around to face her. "A true queen for a gang of parasites," Helen shouted. The dissident queen reared back, opening its mandibles wide, and gave an inhuman shriek that shook the very foundations of the base. Good thing I look back first. Botanical operations. Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. Oh, where are we? Are we so far away from the hotel? No, I don't think so. Yep. Okay, let's check out the pool. Let's check out the pool now. Hold on. I wanna try. What can I pickpocket from the people inside? From Concierge Halston, Bellhop Norville, and other people as well. Okay, nothing important. What about Bellhop Norville? Okay, nothing important.
Well, I suppose I've seen stranger marketing maneuvers. Not sure what Rizzo's was trying to accomplish with this one.
What about Chef Anwar? Chef Anwar's self-encouragement notes. Remember, Anwar, you are skilled, you are capable. No matter what anybody says, you know what you're doing. Just because that fool Spencer Woolrich has decided you don't know how to cook doesn't mean he's right. He's just some actor. If there's one person who wouldn't know the first thing about taste, it would be him. But perhaps it's not the only problem. That lackey of his, Bellhop Owens, has always wanted your job. Perhaps there have been no mistakes from your end at all. Perhaps he's been sabotaging you when he brings your meals to Spencer's room. That bastard is on an ingredient run to the reserve. Perhaps you could confront him when he gets back. And if he tries to complain to management that you are defaming him again, you show them the hotel kitchen security footage. Get it from the constabulary first, to prove his... Okay, where can I read it? To prove his constant presence in the kitchen. There's no doubt something damning in that footage. Okay. So, reserves. Bellhop Owens. Get it from the constabulary first. Okay, footage. What about you? Constable Keynes knows. I arrested Bertie's teammates for unlawful disruption of hotel ambience, but he was conspicuous by his absence. Oh!
What do you think you're doing? I'll look the other way. This time.
But he was conspicuous by his absence. Then there's the matter of that woolly cow. Someone brought it in from the Wilderness Reserve. Really? The Chris? What? Why? Just for that theft? Oh, but it's still revering. Okay, never mind. You are friendly to this faction. Nothing important. Okay, let's check out the pool then.
Hi again. It's like I just saw you. Pool's still closed, unfortunately.
It looks like chemicals can be added to the pool filter. I'm going to attempt making a pool cleaner.
All sounds right by me. It'll be nice to actually have guests to guard. Sinuses that work.
I will concoct a solution to excise the odorous particles with severe efficiency.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like. Sounds good to me.
Anything strange here? No?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Purpleberry orchards, okay. Am I stuck? No. Okay. Good. What is this? Piraeus Spaceport. Slug Bruiser.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Good to hear.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge. I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
I can't go up. How do I go up? I can see something over there, but I can't go up. How do I go up? Damn it. Never mind.
Inspector, you're early. Awfully sorry about this, but I'm afraid I can't let you into the spaceport at the moment. We're shipping out some contraband goods, and I can't risk an inspector as an eyewitness. You'll have to come back later.
You are so honest. But now I know Slug is shipping contraband goods.
Ah, but you have no proof. All you know is I claim Slug is involved in contraband. And I certainly wouldn't trust my word, would you?
Exactly how long is this going to take?
You might inspect Purpleberry Orchards while Slug finishes up. We should have the spaceport ready for you by the time you're done. Back again, Inspector. Still early, I'm afraid. Did you look around Purpleberry Orchards? Perhaps I was unclear before. I'd strongly suggest they're worth your time.
Why? What do you know about it?
Only that I'm no inspector, and as such would hate to bias your investigation with my amateur thoughts.
Stop playing games, Cedric.
Back again, Inspector. Did you look?
Don't tell me to run. Don't tell me how to run my investigation.
Wouldn't dream of it, Inspector.
Oh, now I can open it. Now I can open it. Earlier I couldn't. This is what I meant. Sullivan, we got a new mark today from the bellhops. Green ship, okay. Thieves note. Sullivan, must be bellhop Sullivan, right?
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up? You gotta teach me that.
Grand Colonial Hotel, Crew Quarters Terminal. Hello, Sublight Underground Agent. This is a reminder to please limit any and all racketeering to the employee-only areas of the warehouse. Thank you. View lockdown alert. Crew Quarters Terminal. Alert to all Sublight Underground agents. Until further notice, the Eridanos atmospheric complex is under lockdown. No person is permitted to arrive or depart from the complex without explicit permission from Mr. Kincannon. View logs. Work log Vargas. Just got notified that all of Eridanos is locking down. Something bad must have transpired in the hotel. My scars are aching, which can only mean one thing. There are about to be security issues enough to be a massive void dang pain in my posterior. From what I've seen, every bridge is locking down without my help. Talk about a surprise. Except for the one leading to the Purpleberry Orchards. I'm headed out there to make sure it's done right, and to crack some skulls if needed. If you're a slug agent and you're reading this, get your ass to the landing pad. If some uppity Byzantine gets out of here on a ship, it's gonna be all our hides. Vargas. Work log Stillwell. I came across this name before. Stillwell. Who is it? I came across this name. Stillwell. It's a woman. I remember, but I don't remember the first name. Hi, it's Stillwell here giving her report. Here it goes. Here's the report. Hey, boss, eat it. Haha. And if you see a bottle of Spectrum Indigo, don't touch it. It's mine. Yeah, Stillwell. Where did I come across her? Stillwell. I forgot. Work log O'Connell. Evan O'Connell reports. Patrolled bridge leading to Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for 8 hours, 14 and a quarter minutes. Exchange shift with operator Stillwell, 14 and a quarter minutes late. Patrolled landing pad for 8 hours, slept for 4 hours. Slated to return to Wilderness Exploitation Reserve Bridge for today's shift. I also came across the name O'Connell, but where? O'Connell, Stillwell. You know, we go to let's go to the Purpleberry Orchards.
hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Lily Vargas.
Coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
Okay, so that is Rizzo's territory, right? So Suplight isn't allowed to go there without Rizzo's permission, I'm guessing. And the reason why there are Suplight guards near the ballroom, because Halcyon Helen was supposed to advertise the launch, was supposed to be the host for the Spectrum Brown launching. And Spectrum Brown is the product of Rizzo. That's why there are Rizzo security guards, as well as the constable. Oh, no. I think it's more like that it's because the constable was there and there is a murder. And the constable belongs to Rizzo, right? Yeah, my mistake. I made the wrong conclusion. The security guards of Rizzo were there because of the murder, not because of the ballroom event, I think. Purpleberry Orchards, Eridanos.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
The pool guard told me to talk to you. Said you'd have some advice. Really? I don't remember Dolph McAllister told me to talk to Lily Vargas. Huh? Did he really say that? Why is my memory so bad lately? Is it because of my age? I'm getting older and my memory gets wrecked? I don't know. I'm trying to remember, when did Dolph told me to speak to Lily Vargas? Oh yeah, I think Dolph mentioned Lily. I think Dolph mentioned his boss, and his boss is Lily, I think. Yeah. I think I remember that. Lily is Dolph's boss. So I'm guessing Lily Vargas is the head of the security from the Suplight side. Who's okay? Are you okay? The pool guard told me to talk to you. Said you'd have some advice. Are you okay? You sound a little tightly wound.
Tightly wound? Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my calm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat fucking subordinates can bother me. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
A missing person. I'm actually an inspector. Could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
A few days. Why did you wait until now to search for him?
It's not not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep.
I'll look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness Checkpoint. I'd search there first.
I'll get on that.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
Are you in charge of slug security?
Nah, I only manage operations around the hotel. Cedric does most of the maneuvering for Eridanos proper.
Oh.
I don't envy him. The only thing worse than babysitting a couple of hot-headed, overgrown children would be babysitting the entire lot of them.
If you hate managing people so much, why don't you ask for a transfer?
Situation's a little more complicated than you think. Suffice it to say, I'm not inclined to question Slug's place for me anytime soon.
Hiding something, huh?
I feel like our relationship would be more copacetic if you dropped this line of questioning.
Do I look like a reasonable person, or do I look like someone who keep pestering you until you snap?
Oh, good. And here I was thinking that today was going along too smoothly. I might have used to work for Auntie Cleo. Might have been security manager of a small pharmaceutical lab. After workplace spat number 175, I decided to defect. Defection isn't taken lightly. Can't go back, so now I'm slug for life. We talked about this, remember? Defected to slug. I get too uppity, I might end up unemployed. Permanently.
The pool guard told me to talk to you, said you'd have some advice.
Oh, thank the law you're here about the pool. That crucial thing that isn't my job to fix, and that, as such, I don't care about. If you want advice, here it is. Don't talk to that imbecile ever again. Even by my crew's standards, he's duller than a telescoping staff. I put him on pool duty to keep him away from me, and now he's up my ass more than ever. How hard could it possibly be to guard a void-damned pool?
I'll get out of your hair.
Happy customers are repeat customers.
Okay, so I assume the missing person is... Oh, no. His name is O'Connell. Is it Matthias O'Connell? I think. Oh, Evan O'Connell. So, who is this Matthias that Lily Vargas was talking about? Matthias. Evan O'Connell. Wow, this is so scary. Wow, no, help. Nice place though, but it's scary. If you fall, it's over. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, listen up, girls. Let's take some rest over here, okay? We'll continue this in a, in a few minutes.